Okay, y'all can talk now. If you want.
Hold on.
Hi.
I don't know what to do now. I got both of you in here. I'll just discuss anime or something. What do y'all like to do?
Hey, what do I like to do?
What do I like to do?
I
Well-
mean, it really just depends on the season for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, if it's like summer, then I'm working my summer job at the camp. But if it's winter, you're catching me inside.
That is fair. So
I ain't gonna
what anime do y'all like?
Anime, like we're talking like peak best ever seen anime, or are we talking
Or
like
are we talking just anything? Because I range from a lot of stuff. So
Best.
Steins
best.
Gate, Steins Gate. That's hands down for me. Steins Gate.
Give me a moment. I gotta think. So I gotta consider animation, music, a bunch of other stuff. I want to say it's between Your Lie and April, and then
Ooh,
thinking of Bleach. No, too much damn filler.
yeah. See, that's why I've never really watched Bleach. I've seen like the clips and shit, but like I hear people tell me to watch it because I've seen shit like The Irregular High Schooler and all that, and then I'm like, I go to watch it, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it just has filler." It's like it's filler, it's filler. I'm like, what do you mean it's filler? Are we talking One Piece filler or?
It's worse than One Piece. I mean, there's an entire arc that has nothing to do with the series at all. It's just there to be there. But I would
I
say
also
my
heard there's like really like some. I could be wrong. I might be thinking about a different anime, but there's like really like fan service scenes or whatever you want to call those.
for Bleach because
Yeah.
yeah, there is there is. Hello.
Oh shit.
Like the Blood War or Hime's whole outfit has her.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, I just looked it up. Okay. That's crazy shit. This reminds me of the MHA drama. The MHA drama, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's some deep shit right now. They you said no. Oh yeah. So the MHA drama, essentially how it goes is there is the My Hero Academia anime, right? And I mean, I didn't watch all of it because I ain't gonna lie, it got really boring to me. You know, not to offend anybody, but it got really boring to me. And there, you have to remember, like a lot of these kids, and yes, kids, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like a soy guy, like a soy boy or something, and be like, oh my god, that they're just as equal as real people, which they aren't, but the author, that in mind though, the author definitely over sexualizes them. Like if you look at what's her name, Uraka, I think the Gravity Girl name, her name with the brown hair and shit.
Let's not even forget about Mina. Her whole
Yeah,
stick
Mina,
is like
bro.
a crop top, pink. It's hood. It's the definition
Yeah.
of hip hop. That's what her outfit is.
And I'm like, isn't she like 15, 16, 17 max? She's not 18. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
She's not 18.
none of them are 18.
And what's weird to me, right? So what's weird to me is if I remember right, don't quote me on this, but I remember right? We all know how high school works. You enter high school at like, if you're not young Sheldon, you enter high school at like what, 14, 15 max, right?
Yeah.
So when they enter the high school, like at the beginning of the season, right? I don't know, but like the wiki or whatever says they're like, I don't know, I think it's 15, 16. How? I just want to know. Because if they come right from middle school to high school, shouldn't most of them be like 14? And with that in mind, why are they getting outfits with their tits out?
Well, the way Japan works with their age system is that it's a year ahead. So like let's say you're 17 here and you go to Japan, you're 18 there. So you're always a year ahead of what you really are.
See, I know a lot of things about Japan, but I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
So when you're saying they're like 14, 15, 16, most of the time they're a bit younger than that. But yeah, there are occasions where it's like they went to high school at 16, 17. That usually means they flunked. And those are depicted as the bigger, older looking characters in most series.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All the characters, actually, before I even say anything, let me double check on this because I'm pretty sure a lot of them, they're like really short. And you could say, well, yeah, it's Asia, but like it's an Americanized anime, bro. Like that's all I gotta say about that. Because like they don't have, hold on, let me see. Let me see characters.
And then the black
I mean, yeah,
characters
there
always
are
have
short
dreads.
people. Yeah, they're, Jesus Christ, bro.
I haven't seen one black character without dreads in any anime within like
Oh
the
God,
past
no, for real,
months.
so for real. Where is
Ogun,
the?
dreads. What is it, Master Lock or something like that? Dreads. Like, why does every black character either have big lips or dreads? I
So you
don't get
mean to
it.
tell me? So hold on. So back to the MHA thing, real quick. You mean to tell me that
Yeah.
one frog girl with like the long ass tongue and the skin tight suit and everything is 4'11"?
But she's
Right. Well, she is
Yeah, you're
not.
like 5'1".
Not
Hush.
legal now. She is not legal. I don't know what. Listen, I love a good anime, but and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, you can't have whatever in anime because you can. Unfortunately, ask the FBI; they do not care. But
That's as long as it's not
I'm
depicted as
not
a person.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like there aren't good animes that do stuff like that, like DxD. I'll say it. I've watched DxD and it has a decent plot and decent. I'm not gonna lie, decent fan service. But they have a plot. They have like
Yeah, a story. A
yeah. There's a
story.
reason. Yeah, there's a reason they're over sexualized, and that's because that's inherently part of the entire thing. They're succubus and shit. But when it's like MHA, where they're not, where there's none of that in there, and it's just like superhero shit, you would think it's like okay, they'll just wear a spandex suit or something and a cape. No, they got like everything in the book, man. They got like I don't want to say it, but like the BDSM uniform on.
Oh, you're talking about Midnight. Yeah, when she rips her clothes off and
Yeah,
the whole. Yeah. That's
bro.
a.
You waste my time.
I don't know, man. Look. I'm like I said before. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh my God, you're a lolicon." I'm not gonna sit here and say that because, like, it's just not true. But like, it's still weird to me because, like, why does it need to be like that? I've seen plenty of like different fan renditions of like more appropriate costumes and shit, and they look badass. I'm sorry, I would take those over the ones they have now. And it's like you can have an anime with like underage characters and like have I don't know like sexual jokes, not like you can have stuff like that. You just can't have whatever this is because you can have. There's an anime like that. It was called I think. Yeah, it literally was. It was the irregular high score one, bro. That one was a little weird, but like it still had those jokes and it was perfectly fine.
I mean, there's another anime that's like that where it's like my wife got reincarnated as a kindergartner or something like that.
Oh yes, I've
Mm.
seen it on the page.
I've seen it so many times and completely ignored it because I'm not about to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I watched that" with a straight
Oh God,
face.
no, on God. I don't listen. I can't front myself to even click on the info page because there was another anime. I don't know if you've seen it like pop up a couple times called Do Over Damsel.
Might have
No.
seen it because I watch a
Yeah.
lot of
So
isekais. So
yeah. So I'm watching. I'm thinking about like watching it because I'm thinking, okay, there's no way they're gonna make her like 12 or whatever, right? Because I've seen like villainous animes, if you know what I mean by villainous. Like I've seen
yeah,
like the girl boss animes because those are actually kind of good. I'm sorry, like those are actually kind of good. They're kind of fire. Like the ones where they like try to be all bad and shit. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fire, dude. Like what the hell? I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be a normal one of those. So I go to like the info page where you can see all the comments and shit. And all the
yeah.
comments are just calling the author, the animators, the editors, the translators, pedophiles, creeps, pervs. They're all like, oh, what the fuck, dude? One of the characters said he wishes she was younger, and she's like 8, bro, and he just married an 8-year-old, bro. What am I watching? I'm like, what? What am I looking at, bro? The review is dump, bro. It is dog shit. They've been botting the reviews because it's so bad, and they've
Yeah.
been like every site I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll too. There's just people calling it dog shit because it's like, why would he wishes she was 5. Okay, that was a quote from the anime. He wishes she was 5, and this dude,
Whoa.
the dude who married her, was like, and I got this from like the comments and like the YouTube reviews and shit. The dude who married her, I think he was like 30 something. And he was like, oh, I'm like the bad. I think it's for people who like age gaps. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Which
sure.
even then is bad, terribly bad.
Really bad. I don't know how that got posted. I know how it got posted, but like, because the FBI, I don't know if you've seen, like, I think it was like 2 years ago, they released a statement. This was like during the midst of like the whole redefining lolicon shit. And
Yeah.
they released a statement saying they inherently don't care people like have lolly shit on their computer and all that because it's like they're not real children. And it's like, while I see it from a law standpoint, they're definitely on a list. They're definitely on a list.
Yeah, there's something for them for sure.
They can't prosecute it, but they're definitely on a list. You know, and a lot of people who liked the lolly shit took it as the okay to like, oh yeah, I can have this on my computer. Yeah.
Go wild, basically.
Yeah. So now there's all these animes coming out, which is why I've made the connection, is that all these animes coming out. And these authors are like self-inserting and like I love Japan, but like they got a problem right now. All the animes are either the same, dog shit isekais, or just creepy. Like we're only getting isekais right now. And it's like, yeah, I respect the craft. I really do. I could never do an anime. Whew. The amount of it just scares me just thinking about it. I could never. But I'm gonna criticize it the same way I would criticize almost any other craft. You know, like you could do better. you could do better.
There's many other routes you could have taken, and instead you took this. I mean,
Right,
whatever floats
like,
your
what?
boat, but just don't. That's all you gotta say. Just no, don't, please.
It's like, to me, what compelled you to like? Because like, it's like that's just one of those things you don't get creative with. Like, I could make her younger. Like, no, let's not, please. Let's not do that, please. Can we not do that?
Can we
And then
just
they,
like
like,
keep the gaps to ourselves? Thank you.
yeah, it's like, listen, I explained this to somebody else, and I had to explain this to somebody at my school once. So I was like, look, age gaps are okay the older you get. The younger you get, they are worse. Okay? Do not. Like, look, the moment you hit 18, bro, look, I don't give a fuck, bro. You can go for somebody who's 99. Hell, they make movies about that shit. Like, there's real life people who, like, I don't know if you'd heard about it. There was a case a while ago where they had to, like, the police were suspicious of this couple because it was one of the popes or priestesses, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah.
And the girl was 18 and he was like, I don't know, bit old ass dude, right? We're talking 60, 70 or something. And they thought he was grooming her or whatever. And she was like, no, I'm just a freak. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, at least he admitted it, I guess.
Yeah. I was like, okay, she's just a freak. All right. So there's shit like that. You could do that. I don't care. But like, when you got like a 36-year-old and like an 8-year-old, bro, that's a little weird. That's not even medieval, bro. That's like Roman, bro. That's
Yeah,
like,
and then they're gonna say, oh, but the Romeo and Juliet law, no, that does not apply for certain age groups. You can't just do that.
I think motherfuckers forget Romeo and Juliet was a play. It wasn't based off anything. It was a play.
Yeah,
Like it was a pure creative love stance at the time from Shakespeare's head. It was just like, oh, well, we get married. And I'm not going to sit here and defend how young the marriage age was back then, like child brides and shit. But like, you also have to remember it was way different social norms, right? Way different maturity rates, way different everything. It's not the same as it is now, you know. A lot of people aren't ready for that. A lot of the girls back then were taught that shit by like what, the age of 8?
Yeah, they were
A lot of
told.
people. Good.
Oh, they were told basically like they were raised from like 5 and up. You must get married within the age of 13 to 17, and if you don't, then you're basically a lost cause.
Right.
You might as well become a nun.
Right. So it's like, but the difference is you don't have girls being told that today. I'm not going to sit and say, oh, well, 14-year-olds mature, but they were mature in that sense back then on that subject matter than they are now. You know, that's why it was considered the social norm. I'm not going to be like, well, you should marry a child then. No, I think that's stupid. but it was what it was. You also had to remember that, and I'm not gonna say here and defend it, but you also had to remember a lot of them had a lot less life expectancies. People were living until like 30 and shit. So it was like the 14 to us is like 20 to them. It was like, oh my god, you're almost at the end of your life. You better have a kid or something. And it's like they didn't know anything about the menopause either. So it was like, okay, they don't know when that shit's gonna happen. But yeah, I think anime now is becoming extremely. I'm gonna self-insert myself into my own anime and then make myself a redo of Healer. Great example. Redo of Healer.
Okay, that one though, it morally was just like a revenge plot, but I can get where you're coming from.
I agree with the plot, like not plot, the message. I could say the message, like, oh, I'm gonna just stop at nothing to get revenge. That's a cool message, but he didn't have to R-word everybody, bro. Everybody he came across, he fucked them. Everybody. He didn't have to.
Maybe the princess, but everyone else was like they just kind of agreed with it after that. And you also got to consider the way the power system works in that world is the more you do it, the stronger you get. That's why they chained him up.
He drugged one girl, the knight. He drugged her. She didn't agree to that.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah,
I forgot about her.
Yeah, bro, she didn't even want to. He drugged the fuck out of her, bro. I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now, bro?
And then they had the audacity to show the blood coming from the bed too.
You know a good one that I really think should get talked about a lot more as being weird as fuck? Jobless reincarnation.
Oh.
Now, listen, that storyline is peak. But look.
Rudius?
Rudius and that girl, listen, I don't even think you want to look up how old they were when they did that.
They were just turning 10, 11.
She was 13, right? She was 13 or something. Rudius being younger, I think if I remember when I looked it up, was 8 or something. What the fuck? What was that? Right? And they had to put the little blood spot on the bed too, and and all that. Why? And then he almost did it with another girl. And I'm like, okay, wait, is this going to become a thing in this? Because there's 3 seasons, right? And I'm on season 1, and this has happened twice already. And I'm still recovering from the first time because I'm like, they both just lost their families and they're fucking underaged, mind you. That's underaged even for that time. That's not a social norm, bruh. And it's Rudius, and let's not push aside the fact that he's inherently a 40-year-old man, bruh.
Yeah.
A big old big back from his past life, bruh. Not to body shame, but my guy, you're a big back 40-year-old man.
They pulled him out the bed with meat out and everything. Get out of my apartment and leave. It was terrible.
I just don't understand how
Where am I at? Oh,
how they got away with that, bruh. Everybody just walked past that shit, bruh. Listen, they'll hop on MHA's dick for that shit, but they'll hop on Radio of Healer, MHA, DXD, Konosuba, any of these other animes for that. But they won't talk about what the fuck Rudius did to that vulnerable girl, mind you. She had no idea, she knew what she was doing. Obviously, I'm not gonna say that she didn't know what she was doing. She knew what she was doing, but she wasn't in the right mindset for it, and he knew that, bro. He's older than her mentally and almost physically. If you want to account for his old life, he's older than her mentally by 50 years, 50 fucking years. And she's 13, bro. 13. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing, bro. Mind you, that's not even accounting for the fact, what's her name? The one wizard that came to train him and shit. That's not even accounting for the fact that he stole her pennies. Her panties, bro. Every day he stole her panties and sniffed them.
And the maid knew. And the maid knew and did nothing about it.
Right. No, I was like, bro, what in the fuck? Look, puberty, real thing. Not gonna say it's not. Real thing. Not in that sense. Listen, bro, you're an offender, bro. You need to be. No. Stop.
There's holy music.
Hey, y'all got 5 minutes left of this stuff. 'Cause y'all running out of time here.
Who are you
I just think
rushing?
I just think it's crazy to me how we're just letting this shit slide in like modern day anime, and there's inherently no laws against it, which in turn empowers or gets people with weird addictions to empower themselves. Because you got somebody who probably would think, oh, I would never look up lolly stuff or anything like that, and then they see
Turn
like
around and do it anyway.
yeah, I know because they get exposed to it. It's the whole thing of like social media exposure. They get exposed to it and they find it interesting or whatever, or whoever knows. And they look it up once and they're like, okay, I'll never look it up again. And they look it up again and it becomes a porn addiction because they've seen it once in their favorite show,
And then they
jobless
know they can't
reincarnation.
get in trouble for it because it's like, oh, it's just an animation. It's not a real person. Now, if it was AI generated based off of someone, total different story. You can't
Right.
do that. But since it's a show and it's animated off of just whatever, if you just happen out a character's name, that's not their problem. They weren't thinking of you. It's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. So you could do whatever you want and nothing can happen.
I think it's like I'm not gonna sit here and just make the whole like video game theory where it says like video games cause violence for like almost everybody or whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like somebody watching an anime like Jobless Reincarnation or MHA or something like that is going to make them offend somebody or look up something or do something illegal. Does it increase the chance of it? 100%. In my opinion, I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, there's no way that doesn't increase it. 100% it does. Just like 100% it does increase the chance of somebody going and shooting up the school because they play COD all day. It does increase the chance of that 100% because you desensitize yourself to those things. And then once you actually get around to having the thought of doing it, it's like, it's a yes or no problem. And it's a yes or no question to you and not, should I take this human life or should I look up um, this picture online and probably go down that rabbit hole of real things, real pictures, and then eventually evidently end up hurting somebody because of your obsession. I think that it needs to be monitored and the minimalist monitored, and that any author who really puts this shit out there, like willingly puts this shit out there, needs to be fucking studied or something, bro, because they're a psyche vow or something. Because it's like you have to remember that nobody forced them to make that shit, bro. They made that shit out of the own creativity of their mind. Nobody forced them.
Yeah,
It's
that's
they thought of that shit. You have to realize that somebody had to sit there thinking of that, drawing, erasing over and over that single panel of Rudy and that girl in that bed, thinking, how can I go through with this? I got it. I'll make these two underage characters, underaged in any time period, fuck for the first time. But oh wait, he's a 40-year-old man. But like, but wait, in this body he's 8, so it's perfectly fine. Which is just bullshit to me. How do you get around that? That's essentially that's just a and I don't know why, but like about 2.5 years ago, they had the goal to label that anime as ecchi instead of a hentai. I
that
mean,
doesn't
that
help.
they did the same thing with Redo of Healer. They labeled it an ecchi instead of a hentai.
It still doesn't help the problem. It's exactly what it looks like. You can't just see that and be like, oh, that's not. No, that's exactly what it is. It,
Yeah, it is what it is. It's like it's exactly what that is. It's not like, oh, he's in a different body, so it doesn't matter. No, 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 no. That's exactly what that is. That's age gap porn. That's soft core age gap porn. That's exactly what that is. That is not like that's not you can't just like get around that like that and just be like, oh well, he got reincarnated and he if he didn't know that he got reincarnated, like reincarnation actually is, if he didn't know that he got reincarnated, was unaware, he just started living his life and didn't have the internal mentality and soul of a 40-year-old man, then sure, yeah, he's just an 8-year-old, but does that excuse that he did that? No. Was she in an extreme vulnerable state after losing basically her entire family? And he lost his too? and I don't know, maybe they're all alone, and she's going through a shit ton of shit right now. I mean, they're half of their village basically just got wiped off the map. They got sent straight to Jesus, and then he's over here, so I'm like, yeah, let me stick it in. Like, what?
Yeah, and then another thing is when they did that whole transport, when the teleport happened, she lost her memory.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't know
oh
who was
crazy.
who.
Yeah.
She lost her memory.
Yeah, no, that's what's crazy to me, bro. Yeah, no, he literally, quite literally took advantage. If you want me to put it in the most barest sense possible, 40-year-old man took advantage of a 13-year-old girl. That's all I got to say about that. That's insane to me. It's just crazy to me how they just let that shit slide. I don't think the author should be demonized, but I think he should be he or she, I don't know who the fuck, he or she should be scrutinized for that shit. Because there's no way that like you can put that shit on the big screen and be like, yeah, that's my creation. Like that aside, the entire plot and everything else, it's great. I love it. I watched about, I'd say 2 seasons of it. I loved it. It was pretty, there was a lot of filler, but it was pretty awesome. But those scenes alone made me drop it because I was like, okay, it's been like almost 2 seasons. And this kid is still over here banging girl. Keep in mind, he's over here like, oh, I only love this one red hair girl. And then he goes out and bangs like 2 other girls who are both younger than that girl, bro. I don't know how you get away with that, bro. How do you get away with that, bro?
It's one of
If
those
this was like anybody,
if you see someone watching it,
go ahead. Sorry.
this is just one of those. If you see someone watching it, you just gotta look at them, and you can't even just say nothing. Just look at them. Like, why?
Oh God.
They'll just be like, oh, I seen it on TikTok or whatever. You seen a fight scene? Do you actually see the show? Like, if you understand the show and watch it, then that's a whole different thing. But if you just seen something and just, oh, I'm gonna watch it, you don't know what you're getting into until you actually watch the show and think about it. And you're like, I shouldn't have watched that. Should have never touched it. And I have
See,
to
that's
tell
why.
people that.
Yeah, and it's like, look, yeah, sure, you are not directly hurting somebody by sitting here and watching that. Hell, you watch the scene on repeat 10 times. Who you're hurting is yourself and your mentality. I'm willing to venture 9 out of 10 times somebody, after watching that scene, maybe somebody who's not mature enough to even be watching that scene, goes and looks it up. And then, you get what do you have now? You have a 10-year-old who's addicted to lolly porn, which is just insane to me. You get people out here who, and then that's how you get the whole, like, just look at Discord. Freaks. Discord. Look at Discord. Join almost any server. You can find them. They're just freaks. And you get those people because you get those people because they inherently end up looking at something that they probably shouldn't have been looking at. And they think it's all fine. They think it's all fine and normal and shit because they're not real. And that's what I call like desensitization. You're completely desensitized. You're completely separated from reality. Because while that is a drawing, it's a drawing. But it becomes a problem when you start thinking like that and you start seeking that stuff and you start actively searching for that type of thrill from those things. And it's like, nobody, that's not meant to give you pleasure.
At all. At all.
It's like,
and then they'll try and come up with excuses for it. Like, oh, but it has a good story. The story doesn't apply to the situation.
Right. It's like they'll go after. It's crazy to me because they'll go after people like Mr. Beast or Ava Chris Tyson or I don't know, even Diddy or any of these other like people, but they won't go after the same people with the same ideology and the same people with the same concepts that'll put out anime and shit like this, right? And they'll even defend. Have you listen to me? I want you, when you get done with this, to look up an anime called, I think it's called, it's like, oh, fuck, what is it called? Hold on. Let me look it up, this anime, because this anime is actually insane to me, right? Gushing Over Magical Girls. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it, but I just directly see it.
Listen. You think Ryu of Healer is bad? You think Ryu of Healer is bad? Okay. Just to give you like a bit of the gist, of this shit because nobody warned me about this. They were like, all in the comments, they're like, "Oh, it's peak, it's peak, it's peak," and I'm like, "Okay, it's gonna be peak," you know. I'm thinking it's like a normal lesbian anime or something, right? Like Bloom Into You. Bloom Into You was fire, bro. Bloom Into You was fire. But this was no normal lesbian anime, bro. Oh my god. And I had to like stop this anime and like watch a review because I could not be hot dead with this shit. Because I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here, right? Middle school girls, mind you, right?
Yeah.
Middle school girls. It gets worse from here.
Oh.
You think that's bad? It gets worse from here. So it starts off with this like black-haired girl who's on the cover, by the way. Black-haired girl who's like secretly a sadist, right? And you don't
It's
figure anything
bad.
out.
Yep, I know what you're talking about now. I seen a
Yep,
video
yep,
of it. Yep,
yep. He's in
she
middle.
gets the transformation. Yeah.
Yep, he's in middle school. She's in middle school, and she goes around like just basically doing what sadists do to these other magical girls, and all
She
the other
increases.
girls in
Oh.
all the other girls in the show, bro. The Kiwi girl and everything. They have like no clothes on, bro. And I'm like, what am I watching, bro? Let me
Yeah,
turn this
because
shit off
I'm pretty sure one of the
immediately.
monsters literally ripped their clothes off and then just like started. What was it? I think it was like a tentacle monster, and then
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
started just
yeah.
harassing
Created
them.
by the one girl. Yeah, created by the one girl. Yeah.
I was just like,
And
oh, okay. I didn't expect to
first,
see that.
right. At first, I'm thinking, okay, these girls are legal. They have to be in like high school or something. And I want to say about halfway through the anime, I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna have to like check, right? Because like I look it up and I'm like, sweet Jesus, let me turn this shit off right now. Like I can't be caught dead with that. I had to go watch a review to see what happens because I'm thinking, okay, the plot is okay, but I don't have to sit here and watch this, right? So it just gets worse. The plot just gets worse. It just gets worse. It just becomes it's hentai. They call it an ecchi, but it's hentai.
Yeah.
They're fucking. They're fucking as they're middle school. They're fucking, bro. They're rubbing their shit together and everything, and I'm like, hell no, bro. What? How did this nigga get away with this, bro?
I
There's
didn't
no
sign up for this.
yeah, no, bro. I'm like, bro, there's no way. How did these niggas get away with this, bro?
There's
There's
another one where it's like they enslave men and then use them as like abilities, basically. Like they get rewards for helping out,
Are you
and the
talking about Chain
rewards.
Soldier? I haven't seen it yet, but I think is it Chain Soldier?
Yeah, believe so. They basically just captured him, turned him
Is,
into a slave, and then
is that
gave
the
him quote
anime that?
rewards.
Hold on, is that the one anime where? Hey, look up Chained Soldier real quick,
Which
and tell
computer
me.
am I on? Okay, I had to look at one of my screens. Doo-doo-doo. My
I
okay,
think
Opera
that's
GX.
I haven't seen it, but I think that's what you're talking.
Yeah, it and my Opera GX doesn't want to work. Time to go to my other laptop. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't know
Chain,
how these people keep getting away with this. It's actually
not
insane to
chained
me.
together. Chain Soldier manga series. Yeah, yup. Like he licked the girl's toes and yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
yep.
who is this for, bro? Hey, bro, if this is for you, bro, you need to listen to me. Listen to me when I say this to you, bro.
I don't know
Put
what
some
age
shoes
group
and
they're trying to
socks
pull.
on. Put some shoes and socks on, bro. You don't have to shower because you won't. I know you won't shower. Put some shoes and socks on, right? Get on a coat or something, right? Set a 30-minute timer and go jog, bro. There is no reason for you to be watching that shit, bro. Absolutely none.
Yeah, and
There's
then it's like, oh, okay, that's crazy. And then later on, they put him up against more people like that, but it gets worse because now she's trying to kidnap him while giving him rewards for doing. No, it was like at this point,
oh
fuck him. At this point, like what? Like
yeah,
oh,
no, that's crazy to me. Because look, you can have a good anime with a girl boss and not have like masochism or sadism and shit. Listen. The villainous anime. Hold on, let me go to Google real quick.
Yapping yet? Like, goddamn.
Who the fuck was that?
That was me. Why y'all still bro? It's been over an hour.
It
Okay.
has not been over, bro. So what?
Cool.
Oh
Well, it's not an
God.
issue. Just I gotta upload this shit at some point.
You
Okay.
go. There's podcasts that are like 6 hours, bro. You're gonna survive.
Fine,
Just
fine.
edit.
All right, bro. Hold on.
Nigga.
I'm going to my mail real quick. I gotta find this anime. All right, yeah.
My-
I'll become a villainous that goes down in history. That anime, right? Peak.
My browser
Peak.
is being
There's no,
stupid.
you gotta look it up real quick. Peak. There's no weird shit or anything, bro. There's a little romance, but there's no weird shit. It's just it's like have you seen Classroom of the Elite?
Yeah.
It's like that, just toned down a lot more. It's like that. It's like that. She's basically playing detective against people,
I
bro,
thought
and
you were
it's
about to say just
insane.
like mass manipulation. I was about to say that's concerning, but
No, no, no,
okay.
no, no. That Kushida in the fucking Classroom of the Elite. She pissed me off, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
There's
I
also
think it
talentless Nana. That's a good one.
Talentless Nana pissed me off. she made me mad. I watched the entire anime, bro. That shit made me listen. She's a good ass character for what she's supposed to be, and that's supposed to make people mad. But she made me so mad, bro. I remember going through every individual episode, looking at the comments, thinking, hoping I'd see a spoiler or something. And all the comments are just people agreeing with me, just seething, just like, oh, I can't wait for her to get her head ripped off or something. And then
Which
she
never
ends up,
happens. Never happens.
yes,
She turns into a
yes,
god.
I know,
She
bro,
turns
I
into a
know.
literal god. I'm like, what? What? How? How did we go from you killing an entire classroom to you becoming a god, restarting the universe, and acting like nothing ever happened?
No, because I don't know if you know, but the anime itself, instead of the manga, the anime itself ends on the part where she escapes the island with bro's brother, not brother, sister, with his sister while he's dead. He's dead, and why, bruh? Why'd you steal his sister, bruh? Why, bro? Why'd you gotta do all that, bruh? You could have just killed her too, but you got feelings for her now. Like, that's
Yeah.
cool to me, bro. Be a lesbian. I don't care. But like, why you gotta do that to my man, bro? He ain't do nothing to you, bro. Like they was born that way. She acting like they're the enemy or something, bro. They making me mad. I almost punched my screen when I seen that shit, bro. That shit made me so
Anyone
mad.
with power is an enemy to me. For what?
Yeah, I don't. And I never understood that. I was like, bro, they were born this way, bro. What the fuck are they gonna do, bro? Reset the default settings, bro. They can't do that. Like, what does she want them to do? And I thought for a moment when I was watching like the first 3 episodes or so that the one boy who was hiding his power, he was gonna be the dude. He was gonna be Himothy, bro.
No,
No,
first one to go down.
God, bro, that shit made me mad, bro. I was like, bro,
First one to
do
go.
not do this to me. Do not do this to me, bro. Please. She was holding on to the cliff. And I was like, bro, glaze her. Do not let yourself fall off, bro. Please do not, bro. You are the champ, bro. You are the king, bro. Please. You can negate everybody's powers, bro. Just please don't let this shit end, bro. And then he got kicked off the cliff, and I was like, all right, bro. All right, bro. This is stupid, bro. How did she do that, bro? How'd she do that? These kids got to be dumb as fuck to let that shit happen to them.
No, for real. I'm like, bro, you're sitting there, and then it's like, I think if I remember correctly, he didn't exactly immediately die. He managed to escape, and she got back to him again. He didn't even
Yeah,
get to tell nobody what
no,
happened. He survived. At
yeah,
least,
no. Didn't tell nobody though. Didn't tell nobody. Yeah, because that's what I would do in that situation, right? I would absolutely tell nobody. Yeah, because I just got kicked off like a 200-foot cliff and probably broke a lot of bones, but I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell anybody.
like,
I
he
wouldn't
went.
tell anybody.
I think he landed in the water, but he didn't hit anything. So he managed to get up and swim to safety, just to die later. But then they
Yeah,
noticed, and they're like, "What
I,
happened?"
I don't understand that. He had to know she had no powers. She literally told him. She was like, "Yeah, I was bullshitting," and then kicked him off. Like you had to know that shit. You could box her, bro, and you could probably win, bro. She's just an intelligence agent, bro. She's not even like good at fighting. You could box her. You could box her. You could win. And that's what I never understood about that. Her and Kushida are some of the people I hate the most in any anime I've ever seen. Kushida from Classroom of the Elite, bro. The moment she pulled that essay thing on like Ayana Koji, bro, where she like put his hand on her breast and shit, and I was like, all right, bro, this is how we gonna do this, bro. This is how we gonna do this, bro. Are you serious?
Go,
Are you like I was kind of like crying inside because I know my boy got caught lacking, bro. I was like, there's no way, bro. How you get caught lacking like that, bro? And then she had the audacity. I think it was season 2. She had the audacity to go up to bro, hug him from behind, and be like, are you afraid of me now? Are you gonna leave me now? Please don't leave me. I'm sorry. Please, like, nigga, what? Nigga, you just threatened to get my boy convicted, and you want him to? All right, bro.
You almost got me kicked out of the entire program, and you're gonna say some "Don't leave me." I'm sorry. You're like I don't
He got like a
kill
crush
you
on him and
for all I know.
everything. She like, let me be your boo thing and shit. And I'm like, I don't know, Koji, you don't dump this hoe, bro. I swear to God, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
I mean, he did
Like,
use her for his entire plot.
well, yeah. But then she still want to be his little boo thing. And I'm like, bro, you got so many other girls on this island that would literally bark for you, bro. And they're so much better than this girl, bro. Please do not go with her. What's the one girl's name, bro? With the bright blonde hair, not the dark blonde hair, but the bright blonde hair. She's from Class B.
Oh, I can't. 'Cause I'm not good with names. Them shits always slip my mind.
She the one that had like the millions of points on her phone, so she could get the Class A or whatever.
Oh yeah, she was. I think she stole the points. No, she made the class give her
Yeah,
give
they
her
could save
their
people.
points.
Yeah, they was trying to get her to Class A, and then she used them to save people. But yeah, what's her name, bro? Fuck.
Was she like the class president too? Hold on. No,
Yeah,
I'm
she was the class
listening.
rep. She was the class rep.
Classroom. I spelled real wrong. There it
Class rep.
is.
Class B.
Da, 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 heroes. They're really considering them heroes.
Hold on, let me look this shit up, bro.
Female, blonde, because Google likes to be generic. I think
Class.
it's Kai Kurizawa.
I
Long
think it
blonde
might be
hair.
rep. Classroom of the Elite.
Kai
No.
Kurizawa.
No, wait, hold on. I got her right here, but I'm trying to find her name.
She has purplish pink eyes, I think.
No, that's a different girl.
Oh, then
It's Ichinose.
Sumasawa.
It's Ichinose. It's Ichinose.
Ichinose. Wait, hold up.
Hold on, I'll send you a picture, bro. Give me a second.
Ichinose. I'm pretty sure it's with an SI. Oh, it's with an E.
Yeah, it's an E. It's
Hanawa?
the
Oh,
blonde
that's
girl.
pink. Okay, yeah, that's like a pinkish.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying, bro, she had it for him, bro. She invited him to her apartment and everything, bro. And I'm like, bro, I had a Goji. Please don't go for this Kushida bitch, bro. Look at the moment she can't like use you no more, bro. She talking about some shit she don't want to be. And I'm like, bro, there's no way you're gonna let her play you like this. And he didn't, thank God. But then he went for what's her name, Horikita. I'm like, bro, she don't even like you, bro. Why are you trying to do all that, bro? Come on, bro.
Like, don't waste our time. Don't waste our
Yeah,
time.
no, bro. I'm like, bro, she don't even like you like that. She like you like a dog, bro. She don't see you nothing other than a dog. You talking on some, I gotta support her and all this shit. I'm like, boy, you ain't gotta support shit. Stop playing. Like, I'm like, bro, you could go for what's the other girl's name? She was the one with the fake boyfriend or whatever. And she was getting bullied by the girls on the ship. And he was like, yeah, let me use you for my plans and I'll make sure you're safe. Right. And she started getting all flirty and shit. She was like, oh, I want to code you to make me safe. I was like, hey, what the fuck?
Ew.
Y'all finna hit that off, really? I looked like for a couple episodes he was really about to hit that. And I'm like, dude, really?
sitting there like,
What?
now I don't even want to talk to you. Playing too damn much.
Man, y'all play too damn much. Like that anime was peak though. I loved that anime, bro. That anime and what was it? The one with Arnold's Vortigo got really.
Overlord?
Was it Overlord?
Or are you talking about the one where they got sent to like the school?
The one where he went to the school, bro. It was not Overlord. I've seen. It's the one where
Isekai. It's high school. I think it's like Isekai something.
It's the one where It's the one where he fuck. What is his anime called? His name is Arnold's Vortigo. But like, what is
Overlord.
it? No, is it? Fuck, I don't know. There's
Overlord.
two Overlord.
Overlord
There's
1 through 4.
there's
Overlord.
two, there's two Overlord animes. Hold on, let me find this.
It's literally just Overlord. I swear to you. I put that on my life. It's just Overlord.
Hold on. No,
There's
it's
what?
not. Bro, it's
Overlord? Yes, it is.
no, it's the Misfit of Demon and King Academy.
Oh, you said Eins. I'm thinking Eins as in what's it called? Thinking Eins from Overlord,
No.
not Eins from. Okay, that's a whole different
Arnos,
thing.
it's Arnos or Honest, but Arnos Voltigold,
Yeah, I thought you said
Voltigord.
Eins the first time, so I was like Eins as like the skeleton.
Nah,
I should have said the skeleton Eins at first. That would have cleared a
nah,
lot up.
I know who that is, bro. I know who that is. Nah, that anime, it was good, and I recently picked it up again because apparently they added more. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit's mad boring, bro. Cur 1, Cur 2, Cur 3, Act 1, Act 2, all that shit's ass. Every last bit of it, bro. Season 1 was the only good season of that shit. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It was the only good season, bro. It's kind of the same. To me, it's kind of the same with Hunter x Hunter, bro. It's only like look, the first 2 seasons maybe, and then like the last season is like the good part of Hunter x Hunter. You got so much filler in the second season. It's actually disgusting, bro. The
Yeah, you
Green
got Killua's
Ironheart.
backstory. You got the whole training arc. You got the tournament for the Hunter badge. And half of that, no one cares about.
Oh God, no! Oh God, listen, bro. You can't like. That was such a slow pacing. It was like, oh my God, bro, let me just get this episode. Oh my God, let me just get this episode.
If
Oh
we're
my
talking
God, let
about
me.
slow pacing, Tokyo Ghoul didn't even follow the manga. It
Oh
it completely
yeah.
branched off.
Nah, I know, bro. Listen. I was watching that shit. I got to season 2, and I was like, "Who's this bitch, bro? This Mr. Sauce nigga? Who's this, bro? Who is this,
Like
man?"
I is saying, like this never happened. And then it's like they didn't show the Toka scene because there was a scene where Toka and Kaneki finally got together for once, and apparently she had a kid. But then they talked
Yeah.
about how ghoul kids usually kill the mother. Toka's still around, so that clearly never happened.
Right. Nah, I'm like, bro, what? Gangster, what am I watching? This is not Tokyo Ghoul, bro. I'm thinking they really had that. Listen, the moment, I'm not gonna lie, I got told about Tokyo Ghoul. They're telling me it's a badass anime and shit.
I
And
mean,
in
it's not
season 1,
bad, but
no, it's good. But in season 1, I'm not gonna lie, I might be an asshole for this. But the moment he surrendered, bro, and he became all weak and shit, bro, that shit kind of made me like soft. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even want to watch that shit anymore, bro. I'm
I
like,
mean, it makes sense why he surrendered because it's like his
his
friend
friend
was
died and shit.
deeply
Yeah,
hurt. He
his
was like,
friend
I'd
died.
rather die than have my friend in pain, which makes
Yeah,
sense.
well,
But no, hell no. I'm not going out dying. I mean, not going out without a fight. I'm taking half of them down with me. You are triple
his
S rated. You think you're going to survive?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He could have wiped the entire squad, bro. And he sitting over here taking his time and shit, fighting this other nigga, bro. Taking this, and then he gonna run off, not even finish the kid off. He gonna run off, and then um, he gonna he gonna bring his friend out all peaceful. That was a peak. That was peak scene. I ain't gonna lie. Like the snow falling and shit. That was pretty peak. I'm not gonna lie. It was some good ass animation. Was it weak as fuck though? Yeah, bro. Listen, you got so much power, bro. So much power.
I'm
He
about to
could
say,
just
you
take.
were literally the king of the ghouls. You had damn near every type of Kagane known to man. And yet you decide to just go out without a fight. You was just like, look, it's not worth it no more. It's not worth it? Do you realize what they've done to your people, your place? They burned down your coffee shop, and what are you gonna do about it? You just go down with your ass
Oh
in the air.
God, bro. I'm thinking he's gonna get hella revenge, bro. He's gonna cook. He's gonna cook. Oh, I'd like to surrender. Please help my friend, bro. Oh my God, bro. Are you serious right now? Saitama would never do this shit, bro. Speaking of Saitama, where the fuck is the rest of my season 2, bro? Like, hello?
In like April this year.
All right, bro. Listen, I've been waiting for too long for that shit. I was waiting for too long for season 2, and then I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna release episodes every week now. Let's go. No.
No.
No, bruh. They ain't do none of that, bruh. I'm waiting for the look. I don't give no fucks. I'll tell you this right now. I don't give zero fucks about JJK being animated. We already know how that shit was gonna end right from the beginning, bruh. The moment Sukuna pulled out that public domain bullshit. The moment Sukuna pulled out that public domain bullshit and Gojo, we knew Gojo didn't have that shit. We already knew how that shit was gonna go, bruh. We already knew from the beginning how that shit was gonna go. But then they not gonna animate Punch Man. What? All right, bro. All right, bro. I'm trying to see Garu get his ass beat, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to see him get cooked. I'm trying to see that man
No,
get
terribly. Because like Garu, his character, story, design, all of it, it's great. It's amazing. But the amount of times they put that man on his ass, and he's just like they turned him. They almost treated him like they treat Genos. Like, bro, there's no reason for him to get shut down this quick. Come back, get shut down again, and then run. He got beat by one person. He got jumped one. A dog, man in a dog costume, cooked his shit without trying. He wasn't even
I
moving.
ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That man's hella cold, bro. You put some respect on that man's name. That
I'm
man's.
I'm just saying he didn't even need to move. That's how sad they made Garo look.
That was kind of overkill. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, nah, that I like that man. They don't give him enough backstory either. But Garu, yeah, he didn't need to be put on his ass that many times. They and then you want to talk about that because if you compare him to like Metal Bat and how he almost cooked him, bro. His sister need to stay the fuck home, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Somebody needs to watch his sister, bro. He done almost got his ass killed. You know what's crazy about that, bro? If his sister, right? His sister basically indirectly killed millions of people, right? Because if his sister didn't stop him from fighting that day, bro, he would have fucking killed Garu, bro, from that strike, bro. The fucking death strike, or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit.
Yeah.
The fuck where he was like right over his head and shit. He would have fucking killed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, he would have saved the entire world the trouble of having to deal with a cosmic being, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, he's cold as fuck. Garu, like, he's cold, bro. I'd even put that man against Goku. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, his whole thing is to copy techniques and then like replicate them with perfect precision or better. It's basically how like what's his name? Joker from Unnatural or something like that from the webtoon series is.
Yeah.
It's basically just like that.
Sharingan, bro. It's basically Sharingan. It's basically Rinnegan, bro. That shit's basically Rinnegan. Rinnegan. I've been talking to people about this. I'm not gonna get your opinion on this, bro. You know Pain from Naruto? The Pain nigga, bro. Hold on. Let me get you a. You know him? All right. Now tell me, what's his name? Gege didn't just copy and paste his moveset onto Gojo. Push, pull, reflect.
I can't say he did, but at the same time, though, the concepts are completely different. Because
I don't know, man.
Yes,
They both have infinity. They both have purple.
What?
They both have.
What?
You know that?
Wait. No. What pain are you talking about? It says when can pain create something that can nullify all space just by getting near it?
Push.
Okay, push doesn't nullify. It just uses the gravity and pushes it forward.
It nullifies all attacks. It nullifies even Jitsu. You can see that during the Shinobi village attack.
The push is basically a dumbed down version of the rotation, where rotation morally reflects it and diffuses it. The push just demolishes it. It breaks it apart.
Well, you can also see it diffused a ninjutsu attack, not ninjutsu. Ninjutsu. A ninjutsu attack against what's the one snake dude's name? You can look up the scene. It was Yeah, he was attacking him in the forest because they went to him to go check him out, and he went straight for bro's eye, and he literally diffused and repelled that shit like 100 times stronger, bro.
Because what the push does is again manipulates the gravity around him and releases it outward. Where the pull does
Right,
the same thing. That's how his eye works. But
right,
Gojo
right, right, right. But like,
literally affects space.
Here's the problem with that, right? Shibaki Tensei. It literally creates negative space. It
It
sucks
creates a
everything
black
in.
hole. Yes.
It's literally that's the problem because
But Gojo's
blue
purple
does
is
the same
complete
thing.
null space. There is no space there because it's eating it away. Black holes
Then
morally like compacting it.
How does Sukuna survive that shit if there's no space there?
How did Gojo get hit by it too? You see them both standing there.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad writing, bruh. It's bad writing.
But they explained how curse techniques work. It's not because the curse technique is strong. It's the person's will of how they use it. Even if
Right,
it's your own curse technique, you can be hit by it. For instance, Megumin, the way he uses his shadows is morally for control, whereas Sukuna uses them for more brute force.
Right, but Gojo's moveset is inherently the same exact thing as Pain's because they both can repel attacks, and also they can repel attacks immediately at close range too. Gojo's Infinity, Pain's Push. Pain can also amplify his push, just like Gojo can amplify his Infinity. They can also pull things toward them at pretty much any distance. They can both create imaginary points in space and time and pull things towards it, using it to destroy stuff.
I wouldn't.
It may not be like the same. It may not be like the same functionality, but they're
I get what you're
basically
coming from, where the concept is basically neck and neck, but at the same time, the way you would describe their techniques will be two completely different things. Because the red would be technically the positive space, which
yeah,
repels, pushes, and destroys, where the
yeah,
blue would be negative space, where it absorbs, attracts, and what's the word for it? Compacts space. When
yeah,
combined
yeah,
together, creating a null, which is purple,
yeah.
completely eliminating an eating space, where Pain's is more of his Chibaku Tensei is more of blue, where it compacts the space and brings everything towards it, then releasing it at some point. That's why it creates that big ball. It all shrinks down and then just grows again. It's kind of like a napalm ball, where it
Well,
explodes,
I know what it does. It's just
retracts, and boom.
well, yeah, I know what it does, but then it also begs the question, right? Because you also have to, if you want to talk about not just Pain, but purely the Rinnegan, you have to look at people like Madara, or what's his name, Madara, or fuck, what is the fucking dude's name, bro? Oh, I can't get nobody's
Obito?
name. Yes, bro. Thank you, bro.
That's like they said
Madara
in the
or
series, the eyes, the dojutsus all depict the user. None of them will be the same. The only reason
right, but
Kakashi and Obito have the same type abilities because they have the same eyes. Literally, he has Obito's one of Obito's eyes. That's the only reason they have the same thing. But
right, but
every user is different.
they can all, if you have a Rinnegan, right? It was established in the manga, right? If you have a Rinnegan eye, it basically means you've mastered pretty much most of the known jutsu, most of the known taijutsu. It basically means you're a god, which is why they were revered as gods, why they were seen as pretty much untouchable people. If you had a Rinnegan, most people didn't even believe the Rinnegan existed until what's his name popped up in that one village and basically wiped the Leaf Village with it. They were like, holy shit, Rinnegan users exist. Holy shit, it's possible to master pretty much all of known jutsu. So with that in mind, it's like, okay, if you had a Rinnegan, you can pretty much assume this person knows your technique. What I'm saying is when I say the Rinnegan overall, like in general, like aside from Pain or aside from Madara, it like pretty much it's an all-in-one. It's an all-in-one, one for all, type of thing. It's to me, it's like you take stuff like that and you copy and paste it onto other characters and you tweak it a bit. You know, while it might not be the same functionality, like because you could even argue things like Chibaki Tensei and Blue are just like the can I say it? Mayuko Sharingan, the one that Kakashi uses to literally
On Gekyo, the Kamui,
No.
then
Um,
The Kamui, which is space, it pulls in space, creating another dimension, the same as Obito's, making him
yes,
basically
yes.
invulnerable.
No, yes. Same eye, different technique. But the one where he can either teleport part of a body, part of something somewhere else, or completely erase it, bruh.
Yeah, that would be the Kamui. He
Okay,
completely
then yeah,
destroys it.
yeah. Because sometimes, I remember there being a um. This might have been afterwards in Boruto, but they talked about how stuff was literally just getting transported to that one domain
Yeah,
instead of actually disappearing, which you could argue it's an imaginary domain because it's never the same domain every single time, but whatever.
because
um
the that would make sense, but at the same time, though, it wouldn't, because it doesn't. Because after Obito passes his last eye on to Kakashi, he gets the full Susanoo, whatever. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure the whole Kamui thing disappeared. It's now just more of an
It
attack base than it is a domain. So instead of how Obito used it to create his own personal space to get rid of parts of his body, Kakashi used it more of, I'm going to annihilate what's in front of me by making it disappear from reality itself. And that
actually, I don't. That's interesting. So like, here's I don't know. It's just I see like the parallels between like something like Naruto and then something like JJK because Naruto's like peak anime. It's like one of the most noticeable, iconic animes out there. People even use it to learn English. I just didn't know that until like about 5 years ago. But people even use it to learn English because
big
it's so
three
like
for a
iconic.
reason. I mean, people use
Yeah,
Bleach to learn multiple different languages, like the Fullbringer arc, French,
yeah,
the whole Arankar arc, Spanish. Um, of course, the Soul Society arc was Japanese. Some was
yeah.
Japanese. The some of it was also a mix of French and a few other things. Holy shit, I flew. But the way Bleach is, it has multiple different cultures and like languages built into it. It's never gonna be the same. I mean, you're always gonna hear the same Getsu, Tensho, Bankai, blah blah blah, Sero,
Yeah,
but you're
yeah.
also gonna hear other things that's like, oh, I wonder what that word means. You look it up, and it's like it has a whole sensual meaning, but it's one word.
And because here's my thing, right? JJK, good anime, pretty has a lot of ass pulls, a lot, a lot.
Yeah,
Like
the plot armor in
Hiromi,
JJK is
yeah,
astonishing.
yeah, Hiromi being one of the biggest ass pulls I've ever seen. I love Hiromi; he's my favorite character in JJK, but he's the biggest ass pull in anime history. Like he literally came out of. Do you know about him? Do you know about him yet?
Rumi, I've read the manga, but it's
He's
like
the
the
lawyer.
name
He's the
not
lawyer.
clicking.
He's the lawyer.
Oh yeah, ha, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I remember now. He came out of
biggest
nowhere,
ass pull
popped
in
the
anime.
domain, proved him
Yeah.
guilty, and then still lost the fight anyway.
Oh God, no! Listen. He's my favorite character, but he's the biggest asshole, the worst asshole, and the silliest asshole in anime history, bro. Listen, he should never have just popped out of there like that. They should have gave him, I don't know, give him his own movie, bro. He has enough to have his own movie, bro. Yuta got a movie, give him a movie, bro. Like,
Okay, but Yuta's movie was relevant to more of how the story's gonna play out than
yeah, no.
hit
But
Harumi,
then,
because it's like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna show up one scene, use his domain on Yuji, and they're gonna fight for like an hour and a half. I'm sorry,
well,
but
because
at that point,
here's,
make all of the Shibuya incident the actual part 2 fight a movie, like how they're gonna probably do the Demon Slayer arc, the last one.
Here's my thing. The way you can make it a movie is because you have to remember he was a full-on lawyer beforehand. And so you have to remember there was a lot of panels in the manga about him just airing out courtrooms. So it's like you could make a movie off of that. It's like, okay, you could make a movie off of his backstory. Like, how did he even become a sorcerer? Has anybody said that shit? How did he even become a
Well,
sorcerer?
the Culling Games was originally built to activate the what was it? There was it was the merger, and Yuji was supposed to be the vessel for it, but it didn't go as planned. And now it basically gave enough people that had enough will, cursed energy, and they just manifested a technique. And
See,
that
that's
is
some
just how the
bullshit.
Culling Games went.
That's some bullshit. That's some
Like
bullshit.
Harumi originally, like you said, was just a normal lawyer, had nothing to do with anything. He ended up in the calling game somehow, and then all of a sudden, he fully awakened his curse technique and mastered it within the same moment, like the same whole situation. Like, yeah, he made a
Bro, no,
hat. He might have
he
had
learned
it,
he
but
learned reverse curse technique mid battle, bro. That shit is actually stupid. Cause
like I
like,
said, you can tell the calling games is just like random people got techniques. You don't even know who this man is, and he got the technique now. It also resurrect a lot of people and turns them into vessels. So those who did survive the calling games, like normal civilians, what ended up turning into vessels anyway.
on
Like
God, and I'm like,
Kashimo turned into a vessel.
yeah, no, that shit was the last part of JJK was not big. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna say something controversial, but to me, the last part of AOT wasn't peak either. Hear me out. Hear me
There's
out.
too many endings.
There, yeah, that, and it went from once you take away the mysteriousness of like the Titans and shit, and like, listen, I started watching the anime, and I'm like, oh, it's just an anime about killing Titans, and they'll eventually figure out how to go outside the wall and how the Titans are formed and all that, or like Titans are aliens or something reasonable, right? And I'm thinking, there's no way they're gonna like go away from this plot, right? Right?
No,
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 bro.
no. Immediately within the second season, it all just went downhill from there.
Right. It's like, who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck are those people? These people are those people? What? These people are the same people?
The
Huh?
Marlians, like they made it seem really unconditionally racist.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah.
wait a minute. It's like when you read it, read and watch it more and more, you're like, this doesn't seem like your average two-sided war. This is like pure racism. This is
Well, it was built
underlining
like the
racism.
it was built like the Holocaust, bro. And I'm
I'm
like,
just
what?
like,
What?
this isn't normal. This isn't normal.
Why do they have bands on like the stars on their shirt and shit like the Holocaust, bro? What? What's going on?
Said, are you one of those Marlians turned
Yeah,
into a Titan and
what,
just crashed
what?
out?
I'm like, what the? Oh, okay. Now, when Aaron called Mikasa a slave, bro, I low key wanted to slap the shit out of Aaron, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
I
bro.
laughed. I'm not
Mikasa,
gonna lie, because you gotta think about it. She's too head over heels, and then it made her
bro,
brain
she's
dead
a
almost.
baddie, bro. Listen. That can be forgiven. Listen, that is the only girl I will say that for. That can be forgiven, bro. She is a goth baddie, bro. I don't care no fucks.
Golf tomboy,
Listen,
damn it,
yeah,
she will grab you by
yeah,
your neck.
yeah, but she's still a baddie, bro. I don't give no. Listen, that is the only girl in anime I will say that for. I will make an exception for the clinginess, bro. That is a badster, bro. That is a. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Oh
bro.
my God, guy, bro, speaking new languages.
Nah, bro. When I got introduced to Mikasa, I was like, Aaron, that is your girl. But I do gotta talk about one thing that was weird in that show, and that's how we got the femboy, bro, Armin, bro.
Oh, ooh.
And I'm not gonna lie, that scene when he pretended to be, I think it was Historia, and he got, in that way, I can't really say it, but he
he
got
got
a,
he got the
he got to
he
give
made
him
that
to him.
mess. He definitely
He
made
got
that
to give,
mess.
you got to give him to him. I ain't gonna lie. And then how they kind of like made fun of him afterwards for that shit.
Y'all set him
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that kind of. Yeah, that wasn't it. That
And
wasn't
now,
it.
see, if he would have turned into the colossal titan and nuked, I would have understood why. I would have understood
Yeah,
why.
that. Listen, bro. I don't know, man. I kind of felt bad for making fun of Armin up until that point because he had to pretend to be a girl and then he got treated like one. Like that was crazy to me, bro. I was
And
like,
kept up the facade too.
I was like,
Like,
oh yeah, that's insane. And they gonna
he
make
had
fun of him for that, bro.
he had to
Mm,
follow through. Like
mm-mm.
that's like
They did
acting
that
gay
like
at a
wrong.
sleepover.
They did that man wrong. He did not deserve that. Listen, Armin might be an annoying femboy, but he did not deserve that, bro. He did
Well, they
not.
treated him like a femboy, all right.
Oh yeah, I know, but like he didn't deserve it, bro. The older version of him, he got ugly. I ain't gonna lie. The older version of him got ugly. Oh, right, bro. Go back to being a fanboy, bro. You not cooking with this one, bro. Come on, man. That shit got
There's
me.
a lot of. You got. Now I'm looking at it. Anime has a lot of questionable femboy like characters, like ReZero. Any fantasy type anime nowadays has
Has
a
fanboys.
like at
Yeah.
least one femboy in it, and you won't even notice until they say something.
You know, Steins Gate has a fanboy in it.
Ooh,
The Ruka, not Ruka. Is it
Huh?
Ruka? Is it her name? Hold on.
I've watched Steins Gate so long ago, I can't remember.
Hold on.
I know
And,
ReZero, they had what was it, Felix? I think his name was.
it's Luca. Yeah. Look up Luca Urashabar. Let me just send you a picture.
Just
That's
look
a
up
fuck.
Steingate Luca. That's easier.
Yeah, just look up that shit. That's a dude.
Yeah, fuck no. I'm sorry.
That's,
You're
that's
not
a
passing
dude.
it. Ugh. I spelled change.
That's a full dude. No, there's look at the older version of her. Have you seen the older version?
Yeah, show
She
me,
gets
bro.
even she gets even more feminine. He gets
Well,
even more feminine. What the fuck?
hold up. Because then we got people like this too. Felix, ReZero. Don't know if you watched
Oh
it.
yeah, Felix. Yep. Oh dear lord. Yeah, no, so I don't know if you know, right? So if I don't know if you remember from Steins Gate, there's a timeline where she ends up being a girl, right? Same exact body and everything. And they go on a date and everything. And he was like, "Oh, but fuck, she's a guy in my original timeline. I can't do this." Man, I'm like, dude's fighting it. That is crazy work, bro. Dude is actually fighting it.
He's resisting the
And
urge to hate a man. Ugh.
I can't do this. I can't. Let out the
Like,
monster.
what? No. Please get our priorities straight. Please.
Oh god, bro. Oh god, bro. All right, bro. I need to stop scrolling, bro. What the fuck? I just came across
Rolling?
something.
Bro, you got a list?
I can never, huh? No, I can never unsee what I just saw. Luca. Somebody drew
Why
Luca.
did you
I saw it.
scroll? I just looked it up, went to images, and immediately turned that off.
Because I saw like the older version of her, and I haven't seen Steins Gate Zero yet because I'm stalling, I'm procrastinating because I'm like I know it's gonna make me cry and I don't want to cry. So I saw the older version of her and I'm like, oh, I want to see more images like this because like that's kind of interesting, you know. And I kept scrolling, and I'm like, oh, what is that? That is not Steins Gate Zero. That
Yeah,
is not
I looked up
something.
Felix, and the first thing I saw was him just pregnant. I didn't look.
All right,
People
all
just
right,
like I don't.
yeah.
I traumatized myself. I should have never done that, but I had to find an image, and it didn't go well. So never doing that shit
Yeah,
again.
nah, there was listen, there's also Astolfo, which
Can we
I don't
not?
know.
Can we
Yeah.
not get into of all people? Of all people, can we avoid
Oh,
him? Like,
listen. Oh, I got an anime for you. It's back on the topic of earlier. You're gonna hate the author of this anime. Trust me. Give me a second. You're gonna despise the author of this anime. It's the Seventh Prince anime. Hold on.
there's the eighth son, and then you said the seventh prince. I
Hold
feel like
on. Let me show you a picture of I don't know. Let me double check his age. He's really young.
he.
Really,
Oh God,
really young. Hold on.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, what? He's also voiced by a girl, so I just want you to know that right now.
Of course, of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
Well, I'm telling you, that's how young he is. He has to be voiced by a girl.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
uh,
he's 10. He's
what?
10.
Yeah,
So hold on.
we're
It's about to get bad. It's about to get horribly bad. I'm gonna send a screenshot real quick. And this is from the Crunchyroll website, by the way.
Guys, I didn't. That was him.
This is from the Crunchyroll screenshot. Crunchyroll. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send you the screenshot, and I want you to tell me that the author did not over sexualize this person. 100% did, but I got people who I got in arguments with before telling me that they didn't over sexualize this character. He's 10, by the way. 10. 10.
Oh hell nah. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
no. We're done here.
yeah,
We're done here. We're done here. I've
yeah,
watched the anime. I also seen when he put on that little black demon lord that demon lord outfit.
yeah,
Never again. Never again.
yeah, yeah.
Or
And the faces he makes in the anime and shit, and I'm like,
he gets aroused
oh,
off of his own power and wanting to grow. Which
yeah.
okay, cool, but not cool, because you're a literal fucking child, please.
No, I'm watching this shit, and he's like putting up like attacks and shit, and then I'm like, it slowly dawns on me. I'm like, wait, is this nigga like hard? Right. Wait. What am I watching, bro?
Yeah,
Can
he'll
we?
go from like making a scary face to the opponent. You'll get their POV before you see his. He got the whole in the middle of it type face. Like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
hold up. Are
And
you
I'm like,
mid nut? Like, are you like what's
I'm like,
going on?
I'm like, oh,
He didn't die at an old age either. He died at like what, 16, 17?
yeah, yeah. And listen, every single scene you see him in, and somebody pointed this. I didn't know this until somebody pointed this out in the comments of on like a site. They every single scene he's in, they put like a little glisten, a little plump on his thighs, and I'm like,
They're always super pink.
oh, that's not good at all. Why? He's dead, bro. Why? And I saw somebody say in
Beyond
the
me.
comment sections that the author is into little boys, and I was like, it makes sense.
Like, like
It makes it's all coming
it's
together.
adding. Yeah, it's adding up now.
It's adding up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They can't keep getting away with this shit, bro. They cannot keep getting away with liking these little boys and putting them in anime, bro. It's like, look, do that in your sketchbook and fantasize there. Do not put that out into the
Even
world for.
then, I don't want to know that you just have these. Like, imagine you got a friend, you know them for like 5 years, and you just happen to go through the bag one day just to be funny. You open a book, and it's nothing but like sexual pictures of little kids from anime.
Hell nah. Listen, I would never go back to
Exactly.
class.
Well, I don't want to see that. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Plain and
That's crazy.
simple.
No, because that's crazy. Because that's exactly how that would happen too, bro. I wouldn't. I would just kind of like close the book slowly, hand it back. You know, get
Not
up.
even
Hey,
hand
can I
back. Just
use
put it back in the bag and act like you didn't see anything. If they try to say something to you, keep walking. Keep walking.
Hey, can I use a restroom real quick? I gotta go. I gotta use a restroom. Type shit. It's
Like,
like
can
just
I
walk
can I go
out.
to the counselor's office? Why? I my mom died. Like you just gotta say something. 'Cause, bro.
Yeah, nah, there ain't no coming back. I used to have a friend like that. I ain't gonna lie. She wasn't drawing shit like that, but like she was drawing some shit, and I was like, look, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be like rude or nothing, but I can't be seen with you. You feel me? And
With you.
they were like, bro, that's kind of rude. And I'm like, I'm kind of not caring. I'm not gonna lie. I just can't be seen with you, bro. There's some rumors going around. You know what I'm saying? And they like, what rumors? I'm like, I don't know, man. There's some rumors going around. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just can't be. I can't be repping you. I'm not gonna lie. And
I got your
I just
back
kind of had to.
from right here.
Yeah, I
From
just
back
kind of
here.
had to like stop talking to them, bro. They're not weird anymore, but they used to be hella weird, bro. I was like, look, I'll still like talk to you and shit, but like I can't be walking into school with you like that. You feel me? Like you do your thing, right? And when you're done doing your thing, you let me know. Like
When you're done, let me know. It's crazy, bro. When you're
I had to
done,
be
just
real,
like
bro. Listen, I
let
had
me
to be
know.
real.
No, no.
I had to be real, bro. I can't listen. I got my limits too. Like I rep almost anything. The racist friend, the everything. I rep all that shit. But the moment you start repping some weird shit, bro, I can't lie, bro. I gotta scoot a couple seats over. Like I gotta.
Why
I
you
can't be in
not
line
sitting
with
at the
you.
lunch table with us? I got my reasons. Like, I got
Yeah,
my
type
reasons.
shit. Like I used to nah, there was like a semester where I was sitting with I didn't know at the time the weird kids. And then I was like I kind of knew everybody. Like, I know everybody. So I'm like one of those kids, I just yap a lot, so I know everybody. So I'm talking to these other people and they're like it comes to my attention that they are the weird kids and some things come to light, you know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
comes to my attention they're also freaky, so I'm like, oh shit, why didn't you tell me I've been sitting with those niggas, bro? Oh my god, bro, you fake ass niggas, bro.
You
So
must
I
say they
kind
probably
of
having circle jerks and shit. You got me over here sitting chilling too.
I'm serious, they were you think I'm playing, they were.
What? Whoa,
No,
whoa, 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 whoa.
they were in like a polygamous relationship with each other.
Oh, okay.
I'm so serious right now. This shit, listen, not clickbait. They were in like polygamous relationship. 5 different people, bro. Five.
They was
That ain't
having
polygamy, bro.
group
You're just
sessions.
greedy.
They was having deep group set. That's a deep ass group to be doing that shit
Bro,
into.
it was a femboy, a trans person. They were all LGBTQ. There was no cis quote unquote cis person in that group, which isn't to say anything, right? Because you see my profile, but like, it's like I don't know, man. Sometimes the jokes make themselves. Sometimes the stereotypes speak for themselves. I
You
don't
must
know,
just
man.
say the books write themselves for the wrong people. So I mean,
There was
you
a femboy, a trans person, a bisexual person who was also trans. I don't know how
how
the
the hell
fuck
you
that.
double down? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. No, there was another trans person.
How
There
do
was a
you double down?
lesbian.
You like both
There was a
sides, but
le-
you're on a
there
different
was,
side than you. What? What?
there was a lesbian who was born a girl, but a lesbian who is trans. But here's my thing, right? I don't care if you're
You're not
trans.
lesbian no more.
Right.
Yo,
Right. I don't care if you're trans, but when you got like right. So we've had me and her have had this conversation before, right? And so I've asked her out of genuine curiosity. I was like, okay, if you're trying to be a boy, right? And I don't mean to put negative connotation with it, but masculine and feminine things do exist, right? You can't say it's delusion to say that those things don't exist. You know, unfortunately, guns, they're a masculine thing. Doesn't mean a female can't shoot them. They just are inherently a masculine thing. Super loud cars, inherently a masculine thing. I'm sorry, it's just not. Those things are Barbies, inherently a feminine thing. Doesn't mean a boy can't play with a Barbie. It just doesn't change the fact that it's inherently a feminine thing. You know, skirts, inherently a feminine thing, unless you're in Ireland, and those aren't even called skirts.
yeah,
you
they got a
know,
whole name for it. I can't remember
yeah,
it, but like
it's like there are these things do have connotations to them. They are
kilts. There it is.
yeah, kilts. Yeah. No, so it's like and I was talking to her. She wants to be identified as a boy, right? And here's my thing. To school almost every single day, fishnets, skirt with like the little rainbow, black skirt with like a little rainbow like hem thing around it, like
Mm,
a belly
I
shirt and
don't even like
everything,
where this is going already.
the belly shirt and like the little boots and you know like it's talking about like a really short skirt too, and it's like her boyfriend has said something to her about it before. I don't care, it's not my woman, not my boy, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit you know
Not my thing. I
and
can't say that, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah, no, what I'm saying. And she wears all these like feminine things and then gets mad when somebody like calls her a girl. And I'm like, you do know what you're wearing, right? You have makeup, eyeliner, all these other things. You don't identify as a femboy, but you identify as a full-on male, but you're wearing all these. At least act the part is my point here, right? Like
Yeah,
at
let's
least
say
act
a
the
lot
part.
of trans max have like morally they'll say, "Oh, I identify as a he him," but you're wearing the most feminine masochistic shit I've ever seen someone wear and you want to be a he? I
Right.
mean,
And
I'm not going to
I
judge
feel
you,
like
but
in this 21st century, we have gender and personality mixed up. Right. They are completely mixed up. It was I was thinking the other day, right? Because like I'm literally a part of the community. Like I'm literally I just don't accept delusion. Right. And I was thinking the other day, I was like, gender identity. You know what that word inherently means? Personality. That's what it. When you think about it, it's a self-explainable word. Gender identity. Keyword here being identity. And since
this
gender,
boss.
according to them, is a soft word, which inherently means that like it's not a hard locked word to sex. Gender is whatever you want it to be. If gender's whatever you want it to be, and we take that at face value, whatever you want it to be, identity. You know what else has a whatever you want it to be identity? Personality. Holy shit, bro. These people have personality and gender mixed up. It's actually insane to me. It's like if you want to be like something or something, you can be that without having to be trans. You can be trans. I don't care. I've dated a trans person. They're not like it's like okay, yeah, they don't. And I'm gonna be honest, they didn't go around pushing the ideal that like, call me by this, call me by this, call me by that, call me by that, do this, do that, do this, and do that. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the minority represent the majority here because they're the loudest. The minority is always the loudest. 5.5% of people in America are a part of the LGBTQ community, right?
Correct. Yeah.
5.5%. So with that being said, how do they, and this is going to get grim, how do they make up 20% and higher, according to the SOARS document, which you can find online, the SOARS government document, 20% and higher of sexual crimes against only children? 5.5% make up 20%. Math ain't mathin', I ain't gonna lie. But if you've ever paid attention to math class, that means they make up the majority. They make up the majority. It's the same statistic where it says, like, I don't know, people of like, black origin or black, they make up a lot more crime or stuff like that. People of Mexican, not Mexican or Latino or whatever, Latin make up a lot more crime. That's not racist. That's just a statistic, right? And unfortunately here, the minority is being louder than the majority. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not calling you guys all groomers or anything, but it's kind of crazy to me how 5.5% of the population makes up 20%. The population itself should not be overrepresented. It's just not how percentages work, And if it is, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
But with that, it's morally on how a lot of these apps work. Cause it's like I can download Tinder and Grinder right now, put in my for my actual age, because I'm 17. I can put
Yeah,
in my age, and it'll still let me follow through with the entire process, go on, swipe, whatever. And you could say these to these people, and they'll be like, "Oh," and they'll like act like they don't care at first, and then say whatever, and then do you want to meet up so and so? It's that simple. Like if I really
right,
wanted to right now, I could probably go on it, pull probably 3 to 4 different people all at the same time within
right.
I'd say up to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know? No, because one, that's weird, and two, I'm underage. I got nothing to do with that. I don't. I got better things to worry about than just all of that in general.
Well, it's like it's not even that. Like I'm not a child anymore, so I can't really like I'm 18. You feel me? You feel me? Big boy, big boy.
Oh,
But
you're not much older than I
um,
am. Calm. I turned 18 this year. Chill.
yeah,
Relax.
big boy, big boy, big boy. And
Relax.
Yeah, no. So here's my thing, right? It's like, yeah, children. Some of the kids are at fault for that. I'm not gonna say that they're not, but they're kids. Oh, like that's just how kids do stupid shit. Does that negate them of all consequences? No. Are they still a kid? Yeah.
But at the same time, people see that and they're like, I can use this to my advantage. And with that becomes pedophilism. Because then they're
Yeah.
like, I can get this
Yeah.
kid to do what I want and I don't have to worry about anything because he's a kid. What's he going to do?
Well,
The
see,
worst come to worst, he finds out. So what? I'm already gone by then. Nothing you can do then.
this relates to my friend story because my friend, which was the femboy, right? My friend, and I wouldn't even call us friends at this point. We're like acquaintances, because
Yeah.
we've fallen apart so much because I don't agree with what he does. My friend only goes for the really insecure people, right? And yeah, they're insecure. I've talked to every last one of those girls. And I say girls because, I mean, I don't know. At this point, they one day their pronouns are anything, the next day their pronouns are they, them, the next day their pronouns. I say girls because I know they're girls. I know because they've told me I was born a girl. Okay. Okay. It's too much to keep track of at this point. But
Yeah,
here's the
that's the
thing,
thing
right?
that pisses me off sometimes. It's that constant, oh, I'm this, I'm this. And I'm like, okay, cool. And you finally get used to it. Give it about a month, and they're like, actually, I identify as a they, them, or they, he, or they, this. I'm like, how the fuck did you, when did this happen? Because now I gotta rethink and reevaluate the way I go about talking to you. Because it's like, now I can't say certain sentences. I have to fill in words. It makes a whole problem. And then when it can say something incorrect, they get upset about it, like terribly upset. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
what am I gonna do now? Because now you're tripping balls for what? What am I? It's not my fault. You the one who switched up like last second on me, and I'm supposed to just get used to that quickly. That's not how that's gonna work. I'm sorry. It's either I'm gonna call
Yeah,
you by
no,
what you are or your
I
name.
understand. Yeah, it's like, and here's the thing, right? Those girls, right? So this year I'm a senior, right? This year I'm
Big
a
senior,
senior.
big seniors, big seniors.
This, he's also a senior. Do you want to guess what grade these girls are
I
in?
don't even want to know what we're getting into right now. I don't
Do you
even
want to
know
guess
what
what
we're.
grade? Do you want to guess
Let
what
me
grade these
10th,
girls are in?
10th, 10th.
10th grade. Yeah, 10th.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
I
Most
would
of
have been
them are
okay if they
10th.
were a junior at least, but
Yeah, yeah. They're in 10th grade, and I look. It's not pedo. It is actually kind of because he's
well,
18. He's
the
18. He's older than me. He's older than
what?
me.
And again, going back to the Romeo Juliet law, because shockingly enough, it
We
is
don't
the
have it
law.
here. We don't have
Oh,
it's
y'all don't
state
have it
based.
there? Oh yeah, then
We
yeah,
it,
no, he's cooked. I was about to say because if they can give legal consent to do whatever if they really want to, but if you don't have it, then yeah, that's straight pedophilia. Then
yeah, no, we don't in I live in Illinois. We don't have the Royal and Juliet law here. They have to be 17 and older.
yeah, yeah,
Both
then no, that's
partners have to be
pedophilia.
17. Yeah.
In
No, in Iowa where I used to live, we have a Romeo and Juliet law, but not here. And yeah, no, they've done it. They've done it. And I listen, I've done pretty much almost all I can, but I don't exactly listen. I don't want to be the person to pull the trigger on shit like that. So I just tell my school officer and shit, and he does what he does with it, and he can't really do anything either because there's no proof. You feel me? And she hasn't accused him of anything. But what's crazy to me is his main partner, like out of like the five people, his main partner